Hey guys, LJ Malberg here with Compassionate Muse, and welcome to CoMuse TV. Today is episode 1. What? So exciting! Really, thank you so much for being here with me today. And as promised, I'm launching a 3-part video series on increasing your value at work. Today is part 1, and we will be discussing how to redefine success for the win-win. Great topic, so important and really needed in our day-to-day work. The reason I think this is so important is because, sometimes when we're at work, we may feel a little bit disconnected from the people that we're working with and start to wonder why we're putting so much energy and care into what it is that we're doing. It's happened to me on and off over the years for the 23 years that I've been in the music business, and I can say that this exercise really helps me rethink and take action in a new direction that's really effective. So stay with me here. We're going to do 2 parts. I said win-win. Win-win meaning win for internal win. That's my win, or that's your win. And the other win is the external win. That's the win for the people you work with, your boss, your team, your clientele, your staff, your band, right? And so we want to see how these two compare and contrast. So it takes some understanding, right? In order to get to that point, ask yourself these questions. So let's start with the internal. The first internal win has 3 questions, starting with, how do you define success? And it may come as a surprise to you, but there are lots of different ways to define success that have nothing to do with money. It depends on who you are and what you want and where your goals are. For me, success is defined by having a balanced life, the ability to enjoy my work, have meaningful and purposeful work as a career development coach, and also to be able to have time to feed my soul through my meditation practice, through dance, through music, through time with my partner Josh, and also move my body. I love to exercise and go for walks and eat healthy. I love to try new things in the kitchen. So I think you're getting the gist of it. But that's my definition of success, and to create a living for myself that enables me to support the people in the music industry. So that's my definition of success. What's your definition? And also ask yourself if the definition you're using is still serving you well. I know from my own personal experience, I have grown and changed through age and life and work experience over the years a lot. And so my definition of success has had to change with me. If your definition isn't working, notice that and start to be brutally honest with yourself and see if you can poke holes in it in a way that will allow you to redefine it and serve you better now and who you want to become in the future. The second question is, how do you measure it? Because if it's not measurable, then it's not real. It's not very productive. Throwing things up at the wall to see if they stick, it's a novel idea, but it's not very effective. So answer how you measure your definition of success. It could be material things and money. It could be in time. It could be in great health, in spirituality. However you define it, measure it and write it down. Finally, the third question is, what goal do you want to achieve or need to achieve in order to become this definition you have of success? Right? So questions 2 and 3 help you actually take steps forward to attain your definition of success. This is really powerful stuff. Okay. So now we're going to look at the external win, or the win for the people that you work with on a day-to-day basis, the business. It could be the company that you work for, your bosses, your managers, the board. It could be your team. It could be coworkers. It could be staff, it could be your band, it could be your artist representatives. They don't have to necessarily work in the same building as you, they could be remote, but they are your business partners. That's the way I choose to look at it. So how do they think about their definition of success? And asking this question of people really gets to open them up into an important dialogue of intentional, deep thinking. A lot of the time we're so busy and we're on automatic, and asking a question like this, an open-ended question like this, sort of snaps them into something more proactive, and you'll find that you get some really interesting provocative conversations out of it. So I urge you to have these types of conversations with the people that you work with. The next two questions are similar to the next two questions that you had. How do they measure success by their definition? And what goals do they need to achieve in order to reach success? Chances are, since it's business, it has a lot to do with money, but listen to how they think about it. Do your research, learn mission statements, core values. Ask the right open-ended questions to get these answers that you need so that you have a real sense of understanding of where they stand. So finally, you have these answers. You have your answers, your 3 answers, and the business's 3 answers, and you'll have the ability to, at that point, compare and contrast and see the similarities and the differences, which is hugely powerful stuff. It's based in reality. You know where you stand, you know where they stand. You could be standing in exactly the same place, which is rare, or you could be standing in 2 totally different spaces, which is also rare. It's usually somewhere in between, right? But really noticing the reality of this and understanding that is the first step to increasing your value at work. So I hope that this has been really helpful to you. I am so excited to see you next week when I roll out the next part of this 3-part series, which is establishing trust quickly with others in a genuine way, and in a way that you don't lose your sense of self or your self-respect, right? So important. And in week 3, I'll be talking about increasing your awareness and understanding through storytelling, which is the ultimate piece of this series that sparks compassionate connection between you and the folks that you work with. And that's what we all want at the end of the day. It makes our lives so much more fulfilling and fun. So I'll be looking forward to that. And in the meantime, I hope you all have a great week. Compassion rocks. And please, please, please remember to leave your comments and your feedback in the box below. I would love to hear from you. See you next time, everybody. Bye.